Hey Pam, are you there? There is something that you and I should talk about. Or rather, I guess it's something more that I just need to tell you. There isn't really much talking to be done about it now that I think about it. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you that tomorrow my sister is going to come over to our house to hang out for a while.
Hold on a second, Fred. Why am I just hearing about this now? I really wish that you would have told me about this way sooner. I had no idea that anyone was going to be coming over, let alone your sister, tomorrow. I have so much that I have to prepare before she gets here. I don't have time when you tell me these things so last minute.
What are you talking about? What do you have to get ready? There isn't anything you need to prepare for my sister. Why would you even think that you need to do something like that? It doesn't make any sense.
Fred, you aren't really serious about that, right? You know that there are always some kinds of preparations to be done when someone comes over. I have to clean the house, make it at least look presentable, and try and be a good host.
Well, I really don't see what the big problem is. It isn't like you have to tear apart the whole house and do some kind of deep clean or something like that. Now, I don't see why you just can't throw things in the closet and make the houses look somewhat nice for them. You know? Besides, you're my wife. That's kind of your job to be ready for these kinds of things anyways. If you're really that worried, then you should have been keeping the house in order just in case anyone were to drop by anyways. But it's not like you don't have a ton of free time anyways. I mean, you've basically been doing nothing ever since you got pregnant. I'm really not buying it if you're trying to tell me that you don't have enough time to do this one little thing for me.
But that isn't even the problem. I don't think you're being fair to me at all right now, Fred.
I'm sorry, but if that's all you have to say to me, then you're going to have to try a little harder to come up with a better argument. In fact, you may as well get it through your head right now that the moment you married me, you gave up any right to argue with me at all.
What do you mean? You can't actually be serious about that, right? Why are you being so overbearing? This isn't fair. I mean, you're talking as if you're someone out of the 50s or something. Don't you know that husbands can't just treat their wives like this anymore? Besides, I'm literally 8 months pregnant. Are you really just not going to acknowledge that at all? But this isn't just a recent thing. I feel like you've been treating me poorly like this ever since I got pregnant all those months ago. Aren't you worried at all about our child and what kind of effect that treating me like this might have on them? You're being completely unreasonable.
You really think that just because you're pregnant, it means that you can get away with whatever you want? Why do you think being pregnant even makes you that special, huh?
What do you mean? I don't think it makes me special. I think it means that I have a health condition where I have a literal human growing inside me.
Oh, please. Just why do you think that merits you any kind of special treatment at all, huh? Any woman can get pregnant. You're not that big of a deal, you know. You really think that just because you're pregnant, then I have to do every little thing for you? No, you're having a baby. But that doesn't make you a baby. You're just going to have to learn how to take care of yourself and quit relying so much on me.
And do you think you're going to feel the same way about all of this even after I have our child, Fred?
What are you talking about now? Why are you always trying to change the subject? If you're trying to make a point, then just make it and move on with your life. Now, I really don't have the time to deal with some hysterical pregnant lady right now.
I just mean that even after I have our kid, are you still going to demand that I do everything by myself? Are you really just going to make me continue to take care of the house and chores and the child while you do nothing to help out at all?
I don't get what you're trying to ask. I mean, just who else would do any of that anyways?
I really can't believe the messages that I'm reading from you. You are just being ridiculous. I mean, are you really not going to help out around the house or with the child at all after I give birth? Well, if that's how you really feel about the situation, then I feel I understand very well where we're at right now.
Yeah, where we're at is that I don't want you coming to me asking for help for every little thing, got it? You're a wife, and that means that it is your job to obey what your husband tells you to do and quit whining. Did you really not think that when you got married, you wouldn't have to take care of the house and chores and everything? I'm not treating you like anything.
I just didn't think that after we got married that you were going to turn into such a domineering jerk, Fred. I mean, you do know that I have a job as well, right? I'm only not working right now because of the pregnancy leave, and I'll have some more time I'll be able to take after I have the child as well. But the fact of the matter is that I still work and I still contribute to the family in that way. So I don't know why it is that you think you can treat me as if I never ever do anything for this family.
I'm treating this way precisely because you're not contributing anything to the family at all. Besides, nothing that you said changes the fact that I'm the husband and you're the wife, and whatever I say goes. The moment you said I do, you swore your life to me. You pledged to always be faithful and obedient and never once question your husband. Did you really not realize that's what you were getting yourself into?
I don't remember anything besides the faithful part ever being part of our vows. And if you really think that's how a marriage is supposed to work, then I don't even know what to say to you. But I guess if anything, I should say I'm grateful for you making your position perfectly clear. And I guess I finally understand why it is that you haven't shown me an ounce of kindness ever since I first got pregnant.
And just what makes you think that someone like you even deserves a gram of kindness from someone like me, huh?
You're right. I guess it's probably because you're running around showing all your kindness to someone else.
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Just what is that supposed to mean, huh? How dare you talk to me like this?
I didn't mean anything by it at all, Fred. Anyways, I have to get ready for your sister to arrive tomorrow, so I'm about to be very busy.
Hey, you should be completely free this summer, right? I mean, you don't really have anything scheduled for the whole, say, summer break until school starts back up. Does that sound right?
I'm not quite sure what you mean about plans or being free. I am 8 months pregnant, so by the time summer starts, I'll probably have already moved into the hospital to get ready to give birth.
Right, okay. So you're going to be in the hospital for a little bit of time near the start of summer, and then besides that, you should be free. Do I have that right? I guess that means that you wouldn't have any problems watching kids then, right?
Fred, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about right now, but watching kids is all that I would be doing anyways after I get out of the hospital. Or rather, I should say that watching a kid, ours, is the only thing that I'm going to be doing once I get out of the hospital.
But you already said that you don't really have any other plans for the summer after you have our baby, right? Please. You have to give me a hand here. My sister could really use your help, Pam.
I'm sorry, but I still have no idea what you're going on about. What help does your sister need? You're still not telling me why you want to know whether or not I'm going to be free this summer.
And the only reason I'm asking if you're going to be free this summer or not is because my sister is going to need someone to look after her 4 kids for the summer break.
Wait, what? Are you telling me that you want me to be the one to look after them? When I'm already so close to giving birth to our own child right now? You can't actually be serious about that, right?
Of course I am. I wouldn't be asking this of you if I wasn't serious about you doing it. That wouldn't make any sense at all.
But what do you mean? Why do you think I would agree to this? What does any of this have to do with me?
It has to do with you because you're going to be home all day anyways, right? So if you're not going to be doing anything but sitting around the house with a baby, then you should be able to do it just fine. I mean, you said yourself that you still have your maternity leave and won't have to go into the office for a while after you have our kid, remember? I mean, you are really starting to piss me off with this lazy, entitled attitude of yours. Do you know that?
Did you seriously just call me lazy and entitled for being pregnant? What kind of way is that to talk to your wife, Fred? Seriously, what is the matter with you? Why are you treating me like this?
Now look, I'm not going to ask you anymore. Do you understand? You were going to look after my sister's kids and that's that. Just think of this as a way to get some practice in child rearing before you have to do the real thing. This is going to be a great learning opportunity. You learn how to deal with 4 kids of all different ages. It's going to be great, I promise.
So you were never asking me in the first place is what I'm to get from that then? No! The answer is no, and this is the last I want to hear of it. I'm sorry, but you'll have to tell your sister to go and look for a sitter elsewhere.
What did you just say? You really think you can talk to me like this? Did you forget that you are my wife and I'm your husband? You can't talk to me like that.
Look, Fred, Even if I wanted to do this for your sister, it just wouldn't work at all in the current state that I'm in. I am literally about to give birth to our child, and you are asking me to take care of 4 kids for the entire summer on top of that? I mean, do I really have to spell out for you why this isn't going to work? Just think about it, Fred.
What on earth are you talking about, Pam? The only one who isn't thinking about this hard enough is you. Or rather, you're actually thinking about it way too much, because the whole issue is so much more simple than you're making it out to be. You are going to do as I say and watch my sister's kids, or else I'm going to divorce you. So what do you think about that?
You're serious about this? You're really going to divorce me if I don't do as you say? Do you even understand what you're actually saying when you threaten me with that, Fred?
Of course I do. Do you really think that I would just say something like that without thinking about it first? You're clearly just upset because you can't think of a good rebuttal, and that's why you resorted to these sad little questions. But I've already made it very clear to you that I am the boss around here, and you have no right to tell me no about anything that I ask of you.
So you're really not even going to listen to your wife telling you that she is not prepared, equipped, or willing to do this?
I'm glad that you're finally starting to get some of that through your head. So does that mean that I don't need to have to keep arguing with you over this? Here's the deal. You're going to take care of my sister's 4 kids for the duration of the summer break, okay? You're my wife, and I know for a fact that you have nothing but time on your hands right now. So don't even try to tell me that you're not going to be able to do this. If I hear even a word of complaint from you again, so help me, I will really divorce you.
Well, okay then. Consider this my one more word of complaint. Now let's go get that divorce started, Fred.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You're telling me that you want to get divorced?
I mean that you gave me a choice, obey you or get a divorce, right? Well, I've made my choice, so what do you think about that?
But hold on. What on earth are you talking about right now? You're really going to try and walk away from me? What do you think you'll be able to do for yourself after that? You might think that you're tough talking like that to me right now, but I know that you'll never, ever be able to walk the walk. So if you're not actually serious about any of this, then I recommend you keep your mouth shut and don't say stupid things like that, or else I will really leave you.
I'm not trying to bluff you, and I wasn't joking about that either.
Look, the summer break starts tomorrow, and my sister's kids are going to be coming not long after that. I really don't have time for this kind of nonsense from you.
And just why do you think that I'm going to go along with any of this? You can't just drop a huge request on me like this and expect me to jump at it and drop everything else that I'm doing. You can't just treat people, especially your wife, this way. But I don't even see why we're continuing this conversation. It seems that we've said all we have to say.
No, we're not through here. You need to understand very clearly that the only way that you're going to get a divorce is with my permission, okay? I mean, I know that you don't really want to get divorced as a pregnant woman, right? What would be the point in doing something as stupid as that?
Oh no, I think I'm going to be just fine, actually. Besides, I'm only giving you what you wanted, Fred.
Hey, Pam, are you there? Just where did you run off to? I can't find you anywhere around the house at all, and my sister is about to arrive with her kids soon. I thought I told you that I wanted the house to be ready when they all arrived. It looks like you've barely done anything at all around here. You had better be working on cleaning up the house somewhere.
I thought I already told you what I was going to be doing, Fred. I'm getting out divorce papers right now.
Wait, what? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Are you seriously still going on with this stupid prank of yours? I thought I told you that it wasn't going to work on me.
And I thought I told you that I wasn't trying to prank or fool you at all. You and I are getting a divorce, and that is that. Did you actually think that I was joking about any of that? And did you really tell your sister to show up to our house with all of her kids? Why would you do that? What is the matter with you? If you really thought that I was just going to go along with this, then you are sorely mistaken, because I'm not even home right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're not even making any sense at all now. Are you getting a heat flash or something? Is this some crazy pregnant lady hormonal thing? I thought I told you that if you didn't do as I say, then I was going to divorce you. Now you get back to the house right now and start getting things ready for my sister's kids. Are you seriously not going to get anything ready for them at all?
Are you really trying to tell me that I should be worried about these 4 other children when I am literally about to give birth to my own kid? And just what kind of way is this for any father to treat his wife or his unborn child?
What are you talking about now? You really do think that being pregnant makes you untouchable, don't you? When are you going to wake up and realize that you can't shirk your responsibilities like this?
Me shirk my responsibilities? You're the only one literally threatening to divorce me and leave me a single mother if I don't obey you. But the thing is that I would rather be a divorced single mother than be with you for another second, so your threat doesn't work.
Wait, hold on just a second there, Pam. Now, I thought I told you that I didn't think this joke was funny the first time, and I don't want to hear any of this crazy talk from you, okay?
And I am telling you, for the last time, that I am not joking about any of this. I am very serious. In fact, I've already submitted the paperwork for the divorce, and there's no undoing it now. So there isn't even a point in carrying on this conversation any further because nothing you say is going to change that fact.
Wait, what? Are you really serious? You're really submitting the divorce paperwork already? Please tell me that you're still trying to play some kind of prank on me right now. You can't be serious about that, right?
Why do I even bother with you? Are you even reading the messages that I'm sending you? I am trying to tell you that I am serious. I was never joking about this, and now I've gone and gotten us divorced. It's over. You gave me a clear choice, and I took you up on that choice. Don't be upset with me because I didn't choose the option that suited you.
You can't be serious. I don't know what to say to this. I mean, you're really serious about this, aren't you? You really wouldn't divorce me? But I never told you you could do that. When did I ever give you permission for that?
Permission? Of course you gave me permission. You said I had 2 options. I could either do what you say like a good docile wife, or we could get a divorce. That's what you told me. I'm doing exactly as you told me and nothing more.
So then you really wanted to divorce me that badly. But then who is going to watch my sister's kids?
That is not my problem and it never was. Figure it out yourself.
What do you mean?
I mean that you pushed me to this point, and if you have a problem with where things are now, blame yourself.
I don't understand. Why would you do this to me?
That's exactly the question that I want to ask you. You drove me to this. You were being so horrible to your own pregnant wife. And you never ever did anything to help out around the house. Did you really think a marriage like ours was going to last?
This can't be right. This isn't Pam. Someone must have stolen your phone to type all this.
I'm afraid that that's not the case. It is your now ex-wife Pam telling you all of this. You treated me horribly and told me if I didn't like it that I could leave. Besides, I know about the affair you were having.
Affair? What are you talking about this time? I was never having an affair.
Don't try to deny it, Fred. I have all the proof that I need.
Proof? What are you talking about? You must have really gone crazy, huh?
You really are gutsy, you know that? Carrying on your affair even when your wife is this pregnant? You have no idea what you've been putting me through with the way you've been treating me.
I only thought you were using your pregnancy to get out of doing your wifely duties.
You have no idea what it's like to be pregnant, and you were never being fair to me at all. You were literally about to have me watch over 4 kids in my state.
But only so that you can get some practice in dealing with children?
The only person who needs practice here is you.
Please, there's no need to be upset with me over this. I screwed up, okay?
I don't want to hear anything more from you. I am sick and tired of having to treat you like you're some god on earth. We are through. The divorce is happening and you are going to have to pay dearly for your affair. The next time you hear from me, it will be from my lawyer. In the end, Fred realized that he had nowhere else to run and agreed to the divorce. Later, he received a letter from my lawyer inviting him to a discussion about alimony, child support, and the lawsuit for his infidelity. Fred even signed an agreement to never ever contact me again in exchange for a lowering of some of the fees that he would have to pay me. But by then, the rumors of his affair and divorce have been leaked to his company, and he felt compelled to resign in disgrace.
Hi, Steve. Sorry for calling during work. Are you free right now? Yeah, what is it? Strange getting texts from you while at work.
Me and Amanda haven't been feeling well since this morning, remember? We just went to the doctor.
Oh, you did say something like that this morning, didn't you? So, what did the doctor say?
We caught the flu.
What, really?
Apparently Amanda got it from someone in kindergarten. They did say something about the flu going around. I'm sorry. It seems that I wasn't careful enough.
From kindergarten, huh? And you? How are you feeling? You have a fever or something?
Yep, just below 100 degrees. My body aches and my head hurts. But it doesn't really feel like I caught the flu. It's much worse for Amanda, though.
What's her temperature?
A bit over 100. She just keeps sleeping, and whenever she wakes up, her face is red. It looks like the symptoms are much harder for her.
Okay, I got it. That's good and all, but what are you telling me I should do? I can't just take a break, you know? Can't you just do something about it?
I know it'll cause you trouble. But can't you at least have a bit more sympathy?
Who cares? Decide what to do about this is more important. I've got to take a break for at least 1 week if I get the flu as well. That just can't happen.
I'll wear a mask at home. It seems that it's hard for Amanda to wear one. You'll just have to bear it, I guess. We'll separate the rooms.
You'll take care of Amanda, right? Tell her not to go out of her room too much as well, will you? Then it won't matter whether she's wearing a mask or not.
But I got the flu as well, remember?
But you can still move around, right? That means you should be able to take care of Amanda. Or are you saying that it's alright if I get the flu as well?
Why are you always like this, Steve? All you think about is yourself. Can't you at least cooperate a little?
I would, if you were so sick that you couldn't move around. But that's not the case, isn't it? So just take care of Amanda for me, will you?
That's not what this is about.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that this is what it's about. Also, just because you have the flu doesn't mean you can stop doing housework, alright? You know I can't cook.
That's what I thought you would say. I'll do what I can while I can still move around. Does that please you?
What do you mean, does that please you? It's the obvious thing to do in your position. I mean, it's not that I won't help if things get really bad. Tell me if that happens, will you?
Yes, I get it. I'll tell you if I can't handle it anymore. Hi, Steve. Sorry, but can't you finish early and come home quick today?
What? Something happened?
Amanda looks really sick. She's got a fever of 104 degrees. I want to take her to the doctor.
Sorry, but there's work I still need to take care of. I can't just drop it and go home, you know?
What about tomorrow then? You don't have work on Saturdays, right?
Yeah, but the clinic's closed on Saturday, isn't it?
They're open until noon. Can you drive us there tomorrow?
Sorry, but I can't.
Why not?
I'm going fishing with my colleagues tomorrow. It starts early, so I won't have time to drive Amanda to the clinic.
Fishing? Can't you just go fishing another time? Prioritize your daughter, please.
I promised I would go a while back. I can't just cancel abruptly. Wait, why don't you take Amanda? The clinic's not even that far.
I said I'm not feeling well. Why are you not able to think about me as well?
You should be fine as long as you go by car. Or is it that you're too sick to drive?
Won't you be taking the car if you're going fishing? How will I drive?
Oh, you're right. I didn't think about that.
It's not funny. I'm begging you. Just take Amanda to the clinic before going fishing.
I can't. It starts early in the morning. You don't even seem that sick. Why not just walk there?
Will you please cut it out? How can you just say such things? You even make me do all the housework even when I've got the flu. Aren't you at least a little worried about me?
No need to get so mad. You're just over-exaggerating again. You don't have influenza. It's just a cold. Amanda will be fine by tomorrow, too.
You know that there are people who die from influenza, right?
Yeah, but it's basically zero, right? Stop trying to prove your point with such ridiculous example. You know, when I was a kid, we had none of that. You're just being overprotective.
Fine. I'll ask someone else to help.
What? Oh, do that, will you? It'd be a lot easier for me, too.
Yep. Good luck with work, I guess. Have fun with tomorrow's fishing, too.
Well, who knew fishing was so fun? Did you see that picture I sent you at noon? It was huge, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I saw it. I'm so glad you had fun.
What's your problem? Hey, never mind. I was expecting you wouldn't be able to understand.
Then why did you ask me in the first place? You know I'm not feeling well. It'd be nice if you didn't bother me with all this other stuff as well.
Well, I'm sorry. Wait, you still had the flu? It's already been 1 week, hasn't it?
It's only been 4 days. Amanda and I can barely get out of bed. I told you yesterday that Amanda's condition was getting worse, right?
Oh, I guess you did say something like that. I wonder what I should do.
Do about what?
I finished fishing, but you two still had the flu, right? Looks like Amanda's gotten worse, too. I don't want to catch it, so I'll just stay over at a friend's house. Besides, I don't have work tomorrow anyways.
I see. Then I guess that settles it. I'm not going home either. You know, we should just sell the house.
What? What's this about suddenly?
I mean, the house we have now was meant for the 3 of us, right? It'll be much too spacious just for you when the 2 of us are gone. It'd be better if Amanda and I just moved to a smaller house.
Wait, hold on! I have no idea what you're even talking about. Why are you suddenly talking selling the house?
Won't it be lonely for you in our current house once the 2 of us are gone? You'll see that it's quite spacious once our stuff is gone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Why are you suddenly talking about leaving?
What do you mean you don't understand? Fishing was more important to you than taking care of the 2 of us with the flu, right? I don't see a reason to remain being a family.
What? So that's what this is about? You're mad I didn't prioritize you two? Are you trying to get my attention by threatening to leave or something? You're such a child. That's so devious of you.
Sorry, but I don't care whether it's devious. I mean, it is your choice whether you're going to stay in the house or not. Me and Amanda aren't going to be staying, though.
Do you really understand what you're doing? You're saying you want a divorce, right?
Yes, and? I think that getting a divorce is better for Amanda as well. That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
You clearly don't understand. You're a housewife, aren't you? How are you gonna make a living without me?
I actually do have some skills, you know. I used to work before I married you as well. I'll manage it.
You'll manage it. You have no idea what you're getting yourself into. This isn't enough reason to divorce, you know. I'm not gonna insult you anymore, so just calm down.
What? You don't want to divorce?
Well, yeah. I just went fishing and now this? Stupid, really. No one is just gonna say, yes, let's get divorced in my position.
Well, I have a proposition then. Amanda and I are currently at your parents' house. So if you want to say something, come over now and say it to our faces. Let's talk it over from the beginning face to face, shall we?
What? Why are you at my parents' house? You didn't tell me anything about that.
You wouldn't take us to the doctor, so I asked your mother to come and help us. She's taking care of us now.
You asked my parents for help? I mean, I guess their house is close to ours. Why did you tell me first?
Well, I'm sorry, but we really didn't have the luxury. Amanda keeps getting worse, and our husband was of no use, so...
Yeah, I got it. How's Amanda? It was nothing, right?
Luckily, yes. But it doesn't excuse what you did to us. Well, that's it, I guess. Come here if there's something you have to say. Let's talk it over so we can come to a conclusion both of us can be happy with. So, you decided not to come, huh? Me and your parents are waiting, you know. Why didn't you come?
What? Why would I want to catch the flu? What's the point in talking things through anyways? There's no point in me having to go over there either.
So you're still saying it.
Saying what?
That you don't want to catch the flu. That's your excuse, even in a situation like this? You really never change, do you, Steve?
But I won't be able to go to work if I catch the flu, right?
We're on the brink of divorcing, you get it? I'm not saying you shouldn't prioritize work, but the way you treat us is just too much.
Wow. You really are a hassle, huh? No one likes people like you know that?
Really? I'll take care. So, what did you mean when you said there's no point in talking things out? You didn't agree on me and Amanda leaving, so I decided we needed to have a conversation.
That's just what you're saying now, though. This is such a hassle. Just cut it out already, will you? To be honest, I'm tired of putting up with your nonsense.
Nonsense? Do you think I'm joking or something?
Well, yeah. The flu is just a slightly more severe version of a cold, right? You're saying that's why you want to get divorced? If you are actually being serious, I'm kind of worried about your mental health.
I guess you're right. You don't even come to talk with me. I expected you would react this way, honestly.
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm not talking about the flu, you see. You place your own hobbies above your daughter suffering from a fever, right? You make me do housework even when I feel ill, right? That's the problem. It's not about the flu. How do you expect not to get divorced when you can't even understand that?
I'm saying that you're being overdramatic. It's not like I left Amanda on her own. You were there with her, right? It's not such a big deal.
Normally, yes, but I got the flu too, you know. And still, you asked me to take care of Amanda and do all the housework? You thought that was all right?
Yeah, but I only did that because it'd be a problem if I caught the flu as well.
Yeah, I get it. But is that really the only reason?
What are you talking about?
I knew this from a while back. But you only care about yourself, don't you? You left the two of us alone just because you couldn't be bothered, right?
What? What's with the sudden accusation? What made you come to this conclusion? Where's your proof?
You really still don't get it? Everything you've done until now is my proof. The fact that you tried getting me to do everything, even though you knew I had the flu, and the fact that you prioritize fishing over your own daughter. I'm saying that it's because the only person you care about is yourself.
I get that you're mad, and I understand how you feel. So can't we just forget about all this? From now on, I'll help as well. Happy? Well, I guess that settles it.
Can you not just end the conversation? That's what you always do when the conversation doesn't benefit you. The only reason you didn't come is because you just didn't want to deal with it, didn't you? You're afraid of being called out by me and your parents.
Huh? Can you not speak about what you know nothing about? I'm not afraid.
If that's what you want to think, then go ahead. Just know that from the outside, it looks like you're just running away from the problem.
You're the one that's being over dramatic. Divorce? Over this? You're the one who's running away from their problems.
Maybe that's how you see things. But even if I'm running away, it's towards a better future. A better future for me and Amanda, you see. I doubt someone like you who only acts for their own sakes will understand. Don't think that we're just going to keep living with someone who doesn't even care about their own family. Steve never came to his parents' house to talk to me after that, so I decided to just forget about him and move on. His parents are also furious at Steve's actions and are fully supportive of our divorce. They even took care of me and Amanda until we were able to fully recover. When it was time to file the divorce, Steve fought against it. But I was able to make it official with the help of his parents. I was able to find a job with the skills I already had, and am now living with my daughter Amanda. As with Steve, he pays child support to Amanda, but other than that, appears to be the same. His family left him after what he did to me and Amanda, though. Serves him right after what he did to us.